Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and this is my Back to Beauty No by You. Today I'm bringing to you my beauty trash. Now I've made a change on my channel as of the last time that I did beauty trash, and that is that I'll only be giving you mini reviews on the skincare and makeup that I'm either finished or decluttered. So let's get into this. I feel like I have a decent amount. Any repeats I'm going to go through rather quickly, but I will link my beauty trash playlist for you in case you're interested in seeing a lot of trash. So first and foremost, I have these Garnier Skin Active Purifying Oil-Free Cleansing Towelettes. These are actually the ones that I use on my face on occasion. I don't use these nearly every day. It takes me months and months to go through a package because I reserve these for the nights when I'm just like really hurting, you know, really battling with physical things and I need to remove my makeup quickly. So I love those. They're very, very good for oily skin. They remove all of the makeup, but I don't use them on my eyes. What I do use on my eyes is the Up and Up Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover, which is compared to Neutrogena Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover. I buy this in a 2-pack. It's a little over $7 for 2 bottles of it. It removes all of my makeup, even waterproof makeup. It's gentle on the eyes. I don't ever have any clouding over or stinging or anything like that. So I do highly recommend that one. My everyday daytime moisturizer is the CeraVe AM Facial Moisturizing Lotion with Sunscreen, and this is SPF 30. I use a whole bunch of it, like 4 to 5 pumps, and really work it into my skin, and that is my sunscreen. Now, if I know I'm going to be out in the actual sun, like at the lake or gardening or what have you, I do always wear a hat, but I do also wear like a full-on sunscreen with a separate moisturizer. And then I think we'll just keep on with skincare. This is the Dr. Brandt Pore Dermabrasion Pore Perfecting Exfoliator. That was a mouthful. I got this in BoxyCharm in like my first or second box in 2017, and at first I thought this was really great. It definitely leaves my skin feeling baby soft. Number one, it does have physical particles in it that do get washed down the drain that are not dissolvable. So I wouldn't buy this again based on that. It is said to be really bad for our environment, and I love our earth. So yeah, I would not repurchase this. I think it's harder or more harsh on my skin than what I originally realized, and I don't think it benefits, you know, enlarged pores areas at all. So, and then next I have the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, sage, and orange blossom. This is heavenly. I absolutely will repurchase this at some point when I need to make an order that will involve free shipping at Ulta, because I went to order, they have an online only, like a really big size of this, and it was a great price and I wanted to order it, but I think it was like $12 or $13 for the big size of this, and they wanted $6 for shipping, which is like but half of this. I was like, no, I'll wait to repurchase this in the most economical size when I have a bigger order to make, and we'll get free shipping. I have the Grown Alchemist Hydra Repair Day Cream with Camellia, Geranium Blossom, and with Camellia and Geranium Blossom. I received this in a FabFitFun. It comes in this little metal tube. I really like this, other than the fact that it doesn't have a sunscreen in it, and I like to reduce the number of layers during the daytime as much as possible. This is a really nice moisturizer. It feels clean. It is definitely green in terms of the ingredients, and it feels that way and it smells that way, and I didn't mind it. It has a nice clean green, like herbal type scent, so I use that all up. Next, I did use up this little sample of the Drunk Elephant Bee Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum. I didn't find anything even remotely special about this. It's a clear gel, very lightweight, and so I did like that property of it, but I didn't feel like it actually gave any hydration at all, and certainly not intensive hydration. So I don't know if that's because it was a sample or it just wasn't for me, but definitely would not repurchase that. And then I have the Origins Hello Calm Relaxing and Hydrating Face Mask with cannabis sativa seed oil. It's my pot mask. I have to joke because I live in Colorado. So anyways, I love this. Actually, this was a very enjoyable mask. I probably got 3 or 4 full face masks out of this sample. It is definitely calming to the skin. It feels a little bit cooling, but that might be because it is extremely hydrating. Like, I let this dry all the way on my skin, a lot longer than what it says to do. It says 10 minutes. I let it completely dry down, so I got all the moisture out of it that I could. This was just beautiful. I absolutely would repurchase this again. Well, I didn't purchase it. It was a point perk or something, but I would purchase this as a mask because even with my combo to oily skin, sometimes normal, like this really felt like it rejuvenated my skin. Another mask was the Reina Clean Skincare Glycol Lactic Radiance Renewal Mask. This one. I didn't love the smell of this one. It did feel like hydrating and plumping to the skin, and I think that's what they're talking about in terms of radiance. I wouldn't purchase this. It's kind of thick, almost like honey, and it just feels weird on the skin. Like I said, it was hydrating, but it's nothing special in my opinion. However, it is supposed to be a clean beauty company, so if that's an interest to you, you might look up Reina Clean Skincare. Alright, and then I have one skincare declutter, and it's the Pixi Skin Treats Overnight Glow Serum. This was an okay serum. It's kind of a gel form. I'm hoping you'll be able to see. I don't know. The smell has definitely gone off, and it's hard to see, but it is becoming cloudy. And like with vitamin C serums, when they turn orange and whatnot, then you know that they've gone bad. This has definitely gone bad. I'm not real hurt about it, if I'm being honest. I didn't feel like it did anything. It was a nice gel consistency. It absorbed into the skin. It didn't leave any sticky residue, but I really didn't feel like it did anything for my skin. And then I have 2 tools before we get to the makeup. The first one is I'm throwing away 2 Flower Beauty sponges. This one's dirty. I don't love these. I feel like they wear and tear faster than other sponges, as well as it kind of feels yucky on the outside. Like, it feels like there's some kind of residue even after washing and cleaning these sponges. Also, as they get old, the soft velvety texture actually leaves behind flecks of sponge. So I won't be repurchasing these. Another affordable option that I do love is the L'Oreal Infallible Sponge, but I don't recommend these. This Luxie lip brush I got in December in a kit of brushes that I got in my Boxy Luxe. This is the Luxie 160 lip brush. You can see, hopefully. There's a little lip brush there, a little handle. You can stick the lip brush inside and take it to go. I actually did use this for a lip brush. I've also used it to apply glitter in the tight caverns of the inner corner, but hopefully you'll be able to see this. Boop. The bristles. I don't know what it is. Like, I'm able to pull them back out, but I'm not actually able to use them without it just going right back in. So that's a bummer. I know a lot of people don't use lip brushes, but I do, and I actually think like this would be a nice brush for a cut crease because it's so small and rounded and stiff, but instead she's going in the garbage. So let's talk makeup. I have a couple of declutters here, just two, I guess. The first one is this Herborian Korean Skincare Therapy CC Cream High Definition Radiance Face Cream Skin Perfector Broad Spectrum SPF 25. I got this in a Sephora play. It just has a weird texture, but okay. So it comes out white. I really hope you guys are gonna be able to see this. It comes out white. It's kind of hard to see, but it does have little gray specks in there. And then as you rub it in, it turns peachy orange. So, and it does almost, it definitely has like a luminous quality to it. I just don't know what the hell I could do with this shade for anything, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to pass it on. My bestie is always got a little bit deeper of a skin tone than I do. I'm not talking about Angela, she's always paler. See if she wants to try it. It is supposed to be a nice Korean skincare brand, so we shall see. Okay, and then the other declutter, I'm not for sure if I've talked about this before, but this is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Longwear Concealer. I have mine in the shade Latte. I used my BoxyCharm points for this. And this, ooh, it's terrible. It's very, very thick, and I don't know, if any of you have ever tried the It Bye Bye Under Eye, how thick and whatnot that concealer is, that's what this is like. It's very sticky. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Very sticky, very tacky. It never sets down, and because it's so emollient and thick, the powder like clings to it. So not only do you have this heavy concealer under your eyes that makes you look like 100 years old, but then you put powder on it and you look like about 1,000 years old. So that is not for me. If it would set down at all, I could try and use it as a spot concealer in my face, but that is just not the product for me, and I'm happy to let it go. I had this little sample of the Bare Minerals Dew Mist Setting Spray. It says Set, Fresh Glow, Hydrate, Refresh. This has a very direct mist on it, and it was just okay for me. I don't know, I never opened it up to look. Oh, yep. Oh yeah, there's definitely like some sparkle at the bottom. It's like a pink color. I don't even know. I wish I could show you. But anyways, it was fine. I'm not into like illuminating setting sprays at all, so it was fine. And then I finished one of my favorite brow pencils. This is the NYX Micro Brow in the shade Ash Brown. I love this. However, this did come with a story that I told in another video where I did one brow and went to roll this up and there was no more. Panic ensued. Meanwhile, I'm always going to have a backup other than one I'm using because I never want to have that happen again. I have two concealers that I have finished up. I did finish up the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer in the shade CW3. This is a brightening shade for me and I do miss it if I'm being honest. But I used that up. And then I did use up most of the Tarte Shape Tape. But I did mention again in another video that this I determined was a 1.5 years old, made with a 6-month shelf life, and it started to burn my eyes, and so I'm done with it. Another little sampley thing, I think this was a promo at Sephora actually. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in medium, or it was. This was just a powder. Like, if I'm being honest, I like my number 7 Perfect Light pressed powder in translucent better than this. It was soft, it's finely milled, it probably adds some coverage that a translucent powder won't. And I didn't even get to use the whole thing because once I hit pan on it, it sort of just crumbled every time I put my brush in there. So, you know, it's kind of cute though. And then I have two mascaras. I did finally let go of my L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara in the shade Burgundy. I admitted in my Dirty Little Makeup Secrets tag that I keep mascara for way too long. I got this around Black Friday and she was still going strong, but I need to be better about taking care of my eyes and not risking things. And then I did have this little deluxe size of the NARS Climax mascara. I did really like this one. I wouldn't say it's like holy grail status or anything like that. It's a little bit of an hourglass twist in the middle, but the thing I really liked about it is this pointed tip to it. Makes it really easy to get in that outer corner there where those lashes kind of tend to get missed with a flat bristled brush. So I do like this. It was a nice formula. It started to flake on me on the end, but I had had it for several months and it is like a sample size, so I don't think that was a formula issue. And then I finished another little sample guy of the Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer, and this one's all gone, and I did purchase it in the mini size. This is my Holy Grail matte primer. It's what I'm wearing today. This does keep my makeup on all day, and it does keep it from looking oily, but it doesn't look flat or cakey or weird like some matte primers can do. So I love this one. Okay, I have two lippies that I finished. I was very sick, as some of you know. I had pneumonia. Meanwhile, whilst I was blowing my nose 1,000 times a day, I was reapplying chapstick after every time that I blew my nose because I just felt so dry. And the one I used up while I was sick was the Pharmacy Honey Butter Beeswax Lip Balm. This is fantastic. Best chapstick I have ever tried. However, it went way too fast. It's amazing. It's 1,000 times better than the Burt's Bees chapsticks. It's just a beautiful chapstick. At the end of the day, after using this like 1,000 times after blowing my nose, my lips actually did feel hydrated. They didn't feel like almost like they had a waxy finish to them or dehydrated or anything. So I really love this. I do recommend it if you struggle with very dry chapped lips. Chapstick. Woo. And then, spoiler alert for my Choose Your Own Adventure in Project Panning, but I did finish up this little Bite matte creme lip crayon in the shade Glacé. This was the one I received for my birthday last year, and then Angela ended up with a duplicate and she gave me a brand new one, which is fantastic because this is like my very perfect dusty rose nude lipstick, and I really like the formula. And then last but not least, I have a nail polish. Again, this is a spoiler for Choose Your Own Adventure. I don't know which video is going up first. I'll link it if it's up, and if not, stay tuned. But in our Choose Your Own Adventure project pan with my girl Angela, we decided to have at least 5 products in at a time, but they can be anything makeup or nail polish. So I did finish up this Essie Treat Love color in the shade Tinted Love. It's a really pretty iridescent pink. I like things like this on my fingernails because my nails, as much as I wash my hands and do dishes and cook and everything, they chip within a day, and this is a lot more forgiving when it does start to chip because it's just a sheer wash of color. I highly recommend these. I do think that they strengthen your nails as well. And that's it. I feel like I talked a long time for these small little empties, but hopefully you guys enjoy beauty trash as much as I do, and I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely trashy makeup days. I'm just kidding. I hope you have beautiful makeup days, and I will see you in my next video soon.